to get to the Nine of Crystals and the Sun card. There's a lot of contentment, Jesus, within this collective. A lot of contentment, a lot in many areas of your life, probably all of them, honestly, because the Sun card is a lot of joy, vitality, excitement, contentment, happiness, things working out in your favor. And then the Knight of Crystals means security, and that the money is actually rolling in, it's working. Not just the money that you've already made, but also the endeavors that you could be embarking on are working in your favor and going to be working in your favor as well. Then we have the Seven of Cups. 7 and 6 of Cups. Interesting. Okay. Leading you to more choices, more choices in your life. And like I said, more ambition. The opportunities are going to be arising. But it's also made me think about not just choices in like love and things like that, but like the business opportunities. There could be some endeavors that you wanted to embark on that needed a little more investment. Now you're at a place where in your life where you can invest in these things and risk some money possibly being lost or gained. Now that you're at a better place in your life, you're at a more content position, a more successful position in life, things will start to open up more doors for you, which will bring in more happiness, more excitement, more compatibility, makes me think. So there's not only contentment in your success, work, financial life, but also in your love life, which will pour into more more financial stability, more support, more possibility within the endeavors that you follow. And it's giving you an ability to move, like to charge ahead on it, not to really be stuck in contemplation, but to actually explore the adventure, to explore the possibilities of this, these new endeavors. And the Traveler card is the Fool card in this deck. So it's really like, it's giving you the possibility to really look at these opportunities from a more optimistic perspective of being able to see it for the goodness that it is, the potential that it may have, and actually follow those potentials and not just sit back contemplating, dabbling, like someone who would be scared when you don't make money. So now you're at the point where now you're not really scared because you have a little bit more money to work with, to actually risk and to play with. When you have more money to play with and to attract more money, it makes you more excited and more like free-spirited. Free-spirited is the right word. Perception, truth. Queen of Feathers in the Star card. It's going to be healing some form, some part of your life where you might be getting even more contentment, even more happiness, or just being able to heal parts of you that you didn't feel you were able to acknowledge before going on these endeavors. It's going to be like fulfilling you and kind of like makes me think someone is gaining more confidence in these business endeavors that they thought about. Sometimes you can write them off as, oh no, that might not be a good idea, or oh no, that might not be a good moneymaker. But it's seeming like now things are coming into balance, and it's like, no, that is a good idea, and you actually should act on that because it's going to bring you more possibility, more peace, more opportunity out of the ones that you already had. Yeah. This is like someone that's opening up multiple streams of income. You know what I mean? And they've created multiple streams of income. You know, it's not like these first, of course, the first business idea that you do, you don't want to start automatically trading. You know what I mean? Day trading, because you can lose a lot of money. But it's as a second or a third opportunity to add on to the money pot that you're already having. That's what it seems like here. Now you're getting more confirmation to go in this direction, because what once was a amateur idea, or was a, far-fetched idea, is now becoming a more possible idea, because you have things to play with. You have things to lose, in a sense. Not saying that you will be losing things, but more like, if you're gambling on something, obviously you shouldn't be gambling as your first income. That should be something that, you know what I mean, is a second, third, fourth opportunity to bring in more. And that's what I get here, where somebody has always had the idea to do something that is a bit of a gamble, but it's starting to really come closer to you and seem more like a possibility and a good path to go down, because it can triple, quadruple, sextuple your money that you already have. But if you were using it, and if you were doing this in an energy of lack and of not having much to already give, it could have done the opposite effect and made your money dwindle down even more. This also makes me think about investing in a high yield savings account, or even there's other types of accounts where the money will grow itself, instead of just that being your first account or whatever. Makes sense. Somebody is actually just leaning more on their financial, not just stability, but literacy. Someone is becoming more financially literate. How to invest their money and multiply their money and make their money grow for themselves without having to lift a finger. Ace of Feathers. Swords, Ace of Swords. So, of course, you're going to be building a more stable foundation. An already stable foundation is going to be built on more stability, more security, and more clarity will come out of this. It's like someone will be gaining more confidence on their new business endeavors and will start to take bigger approaches in business. Maybe you wanted to invest in a simple products and service business, but now you're going to be investing in properties, in services that are like group, where you have to have multiple employees, people working for you, as opposed to you being your only worker. Now it's looking like, okay, you can open up a whole facility and actually make people work for you, or allow people to work for you. And because of the foundation, because of the clarity, because of the respect that you have for yourself, and that that they give you, it's going to grow now. Of course, people want somebody who's a business savvy person to be working for, somebody who has their head on their shoulders, and also wants the best for everyone, is a positive, healthy leader. And that's what it's giving now. Like, you've reached that point where, like a pinnacle of your leadership, to now you can kind of take on more followers. Congratulations, babes.